Hello, it's Bliss here. Welcome to my cozy little room. So today we will be playing Beacon Pines, which from what I gather, is kind of like a cute little mystery that takes place in a book. So it looks like we'll be playing from both point of views as both the reader and the main character of said book, which I find to be really interesting. And it was just it's also been on my list for like ever. Um, it's been on my wish list and it went on sale and I was like it's so cute. Like how could I not, you know? Um, so I didn't read too much into it. I just kind of wanted to get the gist of it. Um, so let's just jump on in, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, the thunder kind of spooked me a little bit. I wasn't really ready for it. Uh, the atmosphere is already kind of cool. It's a little wild. Do be a little loud. I don't want to do it too low. I think that should be okay. But I feel like the sound helps with the ambiance. Hi, Popcorn! How are you? How are you? I miss you. Are you having fun? Dude, the other day I was playing Overwatch by myself and I was in a game with someone and their name was Wise Popcorn and I was like, you're not my popcorn. How are you? Oh, I'm clicking. Nothing's happening. Okay, space was what I needed to do.
Reader, allow me to introduce you to my book.
I miss you too, and I'm doing good, but it's very cold here and it was snowing yesterday. Ew. Was it at least pretty? If it's pretty, I can deal just a little bit. But Jersey honestly really made me hate the fucking snow. Just so unfortunate.
Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature.
It did look pretty, but it was not fun to walk in. That's valid. That is valid. Yeah, like snow for me, like honestly when I was younger, it was like, oh my God, especially because like I grew up in California, so like going to Jersey and seeing snow, I was like, oh my God, it's snow, it's so amazing. But then we actually moved to Jersey and then I had to live in it. And then walking home from school in it is not fun. It's not fun at all. The amount of times that I busted my ass on ice, yeah, I'm not with it.
The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself.
That's so valid as a writer.
It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be.
This is already pretty interesting to me.
This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn.
Wait, that's cute.
And like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
I like that the art's kind of alive like that. Luca Van Horn. What a name. It's so pretty. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, hey Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. Oh, how pretty. I was 6 years old when you died. Oh, poor baby. And it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. I swear I can read. Hey Deja! Yes, it is my first play. I just got the game. It's been on my wish list for a very, very long time. Do you want to be called Deja or do you want to call something else? I always feel like I need to ask. It's like, what if I didn't even say it right, you know? But yeah, this is my first play ever. Mom always said this tree was your favorite spot in the world. It's so pretty. Me too. Oh, look at how cute they are. That's fine, girly. Okay, nice. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend.
I love the art style, but from what I gather, I feel like the art style is gonna trick me into like a false sense of peace, and things are gonna get all mysterious and creepy. Rollo was Luca's closest
He
friend.
possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond, and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears swelling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. Oh. It's an interesting one. I'm excited. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. Oh, damn. I know they said he wasn't subtle, but shit. Luca's going through it. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Poor baby. Okay, Dad. See you next time. And what, he's like 12 here? I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. That's so cute. A charm to life. Find a charm. Wait, how cute. See.
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book.
Coco will always be going through it. That poor baby.
That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Interesting. Oh wait, I love this. How cute. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. Who the fuck is they? Oh yeah, the little ghosty. We're both green. Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. What are you on about? Mission control is crazy. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. Wait, why? I don't do well with new people. New? She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Say yourself. I won't be long. Tell Gran before heading out with Robo. Okay. Except nothing's happening when I... Hello? Oh, okay. I guess I had to look at it in there. Can I find anything? I guess not.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines.
Okay.
They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
The house?
Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric. One of his father's old stethoscopes.
Oh, so he was a
Luca
doctor.
had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
Ponder.
Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
I'm kind of curious as to what the little charms would actually be used for.
Just some dusty knickknacks.
I'm gonna go upstairs first, because I feel like the grandma would be in the kitchen.
Luca paused at his parents'
It just
bedroom
feels like a
door.
grandmother thing to do.
He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
That's so valid.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she... Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Hide. Okay.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
Chill.
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
Sounds like Luca had a lot of big changes in a short amount of time. Which kind of sucks.
Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Or her bed looked bigger than mine. Guess that's it. Little footsteps. Oh, Grandma ain't in here either.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue. and
Damn.
some loose string.
Junk. Guess that'll come in handy eventually. Okay, there's nothing over there. I'm sorry I could only stop by for a short bit, but I love you and hope you have a good rest of your day. I love you too. I hope you have so much fun and you get to relax and it's peaceful. And I can't wait to have you back.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old
Have a great rest of your day. That's an old hutch. Okay, so she gotta be outside.
Oh my, this is quite exciting.
What is?
I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader.
That seems like a
Young
lot of
Luca would
pressure.
spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother.
It's kind of fucked up.
She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror. A sturdy old wheelbarrow. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Okay. I just want to see if there's anything else to interact with before I talk to her. Wait, she's cute. Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
We were just gonna go. Chill.
We were just gonna go chill for the day. The best lies are built on truth.
Your boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you're done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
The Chronicle.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the
Interesting.
turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches.
Ooh, that's
Luckily
interesting.
for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
Interesting. Let's choose Ponder.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day, exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium
Nailed it.
pondering. Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with the ponderance of pondering. Oh, no, forget it. Off with you now. Can I switch it back to chill, though? Are they reusable?
We were just gonna go chill.
I guess they're reusable,
The best lies are built on
but I'm gonna go with chill, just because that makes the most sense.
easy.
Oh, and Luca? You and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know. Something tells me they're not gonna stay out of trouble. Like, I have a feeling. Sneaking suspicion. Get in trouble with Rolo. Is that what it said? I didn't leave this open, did I? Maybe I did. Okay, you can always change them. They don't go anywhere. That's good to know. Cute. Come on. Woo! Dang it, Rollo. That sign does look kind of eerie, even with like all the pretty shit around it. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Wait, so I wonder if Lucas' dad's death had something to do with the foul harvest? Old Pickler's Pond. I have the need to check everywhere. Can I talk to people? Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me. If you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the rail. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener. That's an interesting thought process. Oh, we can jump. That's kind of cute.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Aww. Oh, it's baby Luca.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait. Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Give it a good cast now. This is cute. Oh, okay. Look, I've never been good at fishing. I'd probably be shit at it in real life, but like literally every fishing, like every game that has like a little mini game fishing thing, I'm shit at, okay? Like I had to do a fucking what do you call it? I had to do a mod for fucking Stardew Valley because I was so bad at it. Oh. I need new bait. Junk.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Luca tied
My
a
weakness.
shoestring to the hook. What fish could...
Okay. I did it! Hell yeah. What the fuck is that? A boot? What do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that the other boot at least has a sock to keep it company. It's cute. I can't interact with the boot. Can I go fishing again? Oh, maybe not. Oops.
Luca tied a shoestring to... What fish could resist it?
Or can I? Let's see. Oh, it's the same exact thing. That's crazy. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for that. That was cute, though. Mission control. Authorized personnel only.
The boys had a good thing going, as long as they kept old Jeff happy. They had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
Oh, wait. Oh. I wanted to look around now. Okay, I guess that's really it. It's cute.
After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
Aw. That's sweet.
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens. Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So, you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the fall harvest. Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. You actually want to go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere, and it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my pa throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of the summer. Let's go! What could possibly go wrong? I don't know if I'm going the right way, but... Are we ore farming right now? What is this put? Come on, Andy. Grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it or we pound ya. Yep. Oh, they're bullying! Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. Ugh, you mean people. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Swimming this way. Hey, Miss Neslin. Morning, Luca. Any plans for the summer? Not really. Heard about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, the stale old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now. The Last Chance Diner. Let's go this way. Interesting. Hey, Dom. Sorry to wake ya. No problem, it comes with the job.
Had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
What's up? Rollo said he saw something strange going on at the warehouse. You know anything about that? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Things seem to be quiet in town today. Yep, everyone is preparing for the festival. Should be back to normal tomorrow. Catch you then? Catch you then. Oh, and Luca? I'm really sorry I haven't been able to find out anything about your mom yet. I'm just grateful that you tried. I'm still keeping my ears up. Such a cute design. I love the art, honestly. What? I can't go over there. No, okay. Kind of looked like a piece of paper. I didn't know whether I could interact with that or not. Luca, just the fellow I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm in our... Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say that I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Oh. Luca, wait up! I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and being useless. Rolo. Jeez. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rolo. Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chomp. And she's right around the corner, isn't she? Yeah. That was like, what, less than 5 minutes into our adventure? Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help to notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the fall harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten, and the rest look like they were hit with Hankatomic Shrink Array. All the more reason to keep digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luke and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I'll haul you home myself. Well...
Froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles.
Violence isn't necessary.
He had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little... chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy, it's the first day of summer. The sun's shining and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rolla's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Paul always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Aw, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report. Damn. So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool. I was just saying hi. That's crazy. Got rejected for no reason. Mr. Wilder, before heading out, he might know something about the warehouse. Soon's the guy over there.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record.
Oh.
The Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about... News? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh. Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Rollo? Oh, I don't know. My brain kind of like stopped working mid-read. Rella ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing. And change is dangerous is a change. Whoa. And change is a dangerous and I swear to fuck I can read. Change. That's another charm. I might as well talk to this person too.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. That seems like some ominous foreshadowing if I ever fucking heard it. Like, oh, this is getting good. His little jumps are so cute. Who'd that be? Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Okay. What's
Jeff's
this?
hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Look at my boy. Hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. Nuncreed. What a name. I was just on my way to. I just saw the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance. Oh. He wants our grandmother bad.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Dude, get back off my grandma. The fuck? Gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Bro, get out of my face. That's crazy. Why would you say that? You know how bizarre that
The
is?
phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Am I even going the right way? Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure. Bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. Valid. If you're going into Wheatwood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching. Got it. I actually don't know if I'm going there way. Whatever. It's an adventure within an adventure. Or something like that.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. Well, okay, so that should be more woods. The warehouse shouldn't be that far into the woods, right? Oh, what's this?
The Valentine Mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally. After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
That's fair. Okay, so...
The
Oh,
path led into a small hollow at the edge of
okay, no turning back now. Wait, why? Caution, electrified fence. Is that
The
a
fence
sign new?
thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rollo do if he
Luca
was
often
here?
asked himself what Rollo would do,
Wait, but is this even the right way?
so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing. Ooh.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Oh, okay. I have to actually aim.
One
That's
more to
two.
go. the fence's buzzing gave way.
Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rolo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on
There was
here?
only one way to find out.
Okay, but before I do that... Oh, there was just something I could throw. Should I take something to throw inside with me? Interesting. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Okay, well, I don't want to go too far out. Boy, I'm kind of curious if that branches out a little bit. I'm gonna pick something up. Maybe the can would be better. I don't know if I'll... Oh, it didn't follow me anyway. Okay, well, I tried to be prepared. Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rolo's not here. We'd have no problem poking around in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
Interesting.
Luca
Locked.
thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door.
Don't like that.
He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper?
The sound of
Footsteps?
footsteps grew louder.
Ooh. Hello? Don't call out. Ooh. Shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound good. This is a story about change.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself, but change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Hmm. So... was to be a little shit.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? Did that little shit just kick me? I know you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry about that. Rilla can get overexcited
Solomon
sometimes.
Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house. Yeah. And how is that going? They mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. Mm. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Well then. I'm assuming that's his father or something.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Oh. Maybe not Dad. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Oh, heiress. Okay. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. That's crazy. A little walk is for a commoner? You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Well then. So, like... What the fuck that mean? I win! Little help? I am the champion! You're racing? Did the road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here, it seems longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Ooh. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Don't touch it, please. Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely no. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this, Jesus. I knew he was gonna do that. Why'd you do that? Paul always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. Baby, I could have told you that. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Casually touching an electrified fence. Okay, that aim was awful. Whoa, you're a genius. I think that did it. Look up. You never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? Yeah, quite a bit. This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Oh. Rumble. Did you feel that? What? The excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Bro. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. So I wonder if this time we get an option to hide. Because we do have that charm. The sensor is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo. It would be my honor to throw you in the trash. It's kind of fucked. Come on, lady luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. That's helpful. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. hold two phones. Check these bad boys out. Oh, walkie-talkies. Just like Hank Atomic communicators. Hell yeah? Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command, you're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Ooh, that's skilly. Oh no. We're gonna get toxic waste dumped on us? Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. Ew. Hey, that looks like it could be a body. Don't like that.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me it's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
Snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
There's gonna be an ad in like 4 minutes. Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking, he says in full panic. You're panicking. Rolo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard, dude. I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ooh, hate that. Ew. So that's concerning. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flamey chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Well, I'll give you credit. You sure have found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3.
That's a lot. Like, what kind of luck does this kid have? Like, he has to deal with his dad dying, his mom being missing. Then summer starts and him and his friend are like, hey, we're gonna have an awesome start to our summer. We're gonna go on a little adventure. It's all gonna be great and fun. And they find what you can only assume to be a dead body. And they're just kids.
Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished drawing a message jam last night. Dad's gonna start in 1 minute. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course that was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks, I'll be right there. Oh, are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around her a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed.
She knows something.
She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You're to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstance are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You're to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Well, that was strange. Well, what do we do now? Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? Oh, the walkie-talkie maybe? Is anyone there? Hello? Rolo, is that you? Oh. Over? That's creepy.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Oh. We probably shouldn't answer the door. Oh, hey, Roxy. This is about me, accidentally kicking you yesterday. Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't No! Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything he
Luca's
said?
mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo. Where are you? Hey Bert, have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Maybe I didn't read that right, because I read clipboards and that doesn't make sense.
Snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair. Bah, don't you see him sleeping, boy? How's the night been today? Crummy as always. We used to have a perfectly nice view from here, till Perennial Harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. I mean, I guess. Really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she'll be here. I don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy when I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. My parents won't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolla always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weebwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great, I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weebwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weebwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. I passed the library already? No, library's here.
Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Yuck.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundry. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible.
Succulent.
A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Self-proclaimed.
There were rarely any actual, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
No fun anyone.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
The fuck is that? Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. Good book? Dunno. Just started it.
To the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on the wonderful world of beads. Turns out, bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live underground in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? Interesting. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolla around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Okay. Can ask this person. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolla come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolla's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh, roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular biology and the chemistry of mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological phosphorescence.
Ugh, more like a complete loss of interest.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser, revered spin-offs.
Nerd, poke around the library. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Moved often, giving her little little time to establish any real connections.
She's cute.
She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here? Apparently.
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So's the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo's my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles. Damn, bro don't give a fuck about Rollo. It's crazy. Do you think that temperature confused the circadian rhythm or something? I mean, maybe. Who's to say I'm no beetologist? Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Keep out. Dang, they boarded up the way in. I'm sure we can find another way.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
Oh, wow.
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
See, I was expecting it to, like, disintegrate it or some shit. What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Oh.
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So, the science tells us this skunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Eggy. Don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once, on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this stud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. What a little shit! Oh my god, that's so fucking mean! Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that the girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mommy finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle.
Push him into the puddle.
Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... I guess the tickle, because what else do I have?
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yeah? Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arm.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yep. Yep. Yep.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yep, yep, yep.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had it.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
His eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Pussy. See you around, new
He
kid.
kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh my god. Is she okay? What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your
She
hair.
shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings on having a more mature, refined look? Oh god.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Oh, I thought that was the way in. Okay, but how am I gonna... Is there not a way for me to... I guess not. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in
Roxy
panic?
and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is, what happened. We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the
Roxy's
truth.
temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of
In a
time.
torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in Weedwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. So we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never coming back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I
Roxy
promise.
drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I wanna help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do
Roxy
something.
tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sounds like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other options do we have? Things here have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Getting into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. He probably should have also told them about the goo. I just wanted to see if anything would happen.
Mr. Nuncree jumped with the start.
Oh, okay. Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fellow like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. That ding thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. Oh. The music sounds kind of ominous. I suppose you're right. Silly boys' antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? The music's getting intense. For what? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luke, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a blank lurking behind those eyes. A shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around the old Valentine
Mr.
warehouse.
Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that. Oh no.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to... I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
To take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand
Oh.
clamped down on his shoulder.
Oh. Oh. But you Van Horns just can't help yourselves, can you? Did he have something to do with our dad's death? We were all so close to being done with this.
Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands
The door
now.
latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet.
The fuck?
The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance.
I knew, like, when the music started picking up, I'm like, I don't really like this conversation no more.
Large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much.
What the fuck?
The end. Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
I'm befuddled. So I guess we can go here and do strange instead of tickle.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
I'm about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, said that.
Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ooh.
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
His voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Struggle. I don't feel so good. Ooh. I'm sorry, I just... Oh shit. Yep. Well, that was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
Poor Rollo. We have to find Rollo. You took the words right out of my mouth. Who the fuck is that? Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know? I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Is he really, though? Whoa, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on back. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Bet your folks might be worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk to Nellie about work anyway.
Glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay. But was that the truth?
Rollo was safe. A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Okay, so we don't trust Mr. Nuncreed. Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Uh-oh. I don't really like that. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. To be fair, his sister did tell us to leave the house to go look for Rollo. And his sister is older than us. Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Roxy's older than us, so we were just listening to our elders. It turns out Rollo is safe and sound. But Gran might not be, the fuck.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him without turning. He spoke. Why don't you grab me some nice bait? Sure thing, Dad. Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. We're fishing with bees? Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one. Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But the pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. Dad?
Well.
I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was. Dad, we have to go. Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run. The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug.
This is one hell of a nightmare.
Tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, But it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
The walkie-talkie.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? Hello? It's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in, for now at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home. Safe. Mr. Kerr? No. Trust. He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
Went silent.
Damn. Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Still.
Okay, so we can't trust Mr. Kerr or Mr. Nuncreed.
His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you. Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse.
The signal died for good.
The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rolly, you're a genius.
The walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
If I go this way, what's this way? Nothing.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Refuse. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Oliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made a deal with the heiress Valentine. Her resources could have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding it? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
We shared a determined love.
Operation Sparkplug. Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Isn't it kind of strange that the festival is still happening? My mom's missing. A child is now missing. What are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Whoa! Hey, Luca. God, Don, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your grand entered the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left, so I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. I almost choked and died. When they left, I told them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your grand been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? No, I'm gonna stick out here for a little bit longer. See you, Luca. The way they slowly went down.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
Kinda curious. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You're right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice of a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
Boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make yourself scarce for now. Interesting. Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. Uh-oh. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? The fuck? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you'd better come out right now.
Strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't recognize myself anymore.
For a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
Oh, it's the bully. I'm a monster. Now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault. No. Actually, you were being a bully, and that led to your current circumstances. So maybe don't be an asshole next time.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. Also, you got my jacket on, Brit. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Wheatwood. I only came here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca. Rollo? It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. Okay, so they call the people who work there the clipboards, I see. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? The fuck? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. Oh, hey, I don't like that. Why are they all... We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a sec. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They were saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run.
He slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC.
The fuck does that mean?
Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Ah, I see.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why are you chasing me? Luca, can you tuck some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fellow just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a harmful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Hi, how are you? How are you? How's your day been? Hello, my love. So, just to catch you up. Oh, that is yuck. I'm so sorry. I hate that for you. But so this is kind of like a little mystery adventure. We're kind of both the reader of this book as well as its main character. And the main character is this cute little boy, Luca, with the red sweater on. And Luca's been going through it, okay? Luca's dad died like 6 years ago. And he was they don't really talk about how he died, but it kind of sounds like it was like a big deal when he died. And then recently his mom went missing. So now he's just like all alone. He does have his grandma, but like they don't really cross paths if they don't have to. And so him and his friend were like, hey, you know, we're gonna start our summer off in this really awesome way. And they were like, so his friend Rollo had found this warehouse. It was an old fertilizer warehouse or something like that. And he said it was glowing. So he was like, why don't we go check that out? So they go and they check it out. And bad things happen. So there's this dude in a hazmat suit, and they hide from him. They hide in a dumpster from him and get what is presumed to be a dead body thrown on top of them. And so they run away, and they end up getting split up as they're running away. Next day, Luca finds out that Rollo is not home. Rollo is in fact missing. And so a few different things happened, because the way that this game works is that the more you explore and the more you interact with your environment and different things, the more charms you get. Each charm has a word on it. And the different words that you can collect can be used in the book. So, for example, okay, so Rollo's sister Roxy, before we had went on our little adventure to the warehouse, we got caught by her, and she was like, yeah, Rollo needs to go do his chores. And so we were trying to talk her down and be like, hey, you know, it's the first day of summer, we just want to have fun. And the word that we used was chill. So Luca was like, I learned that the best way to deal with Roxy is by being a bit chill. And so we were just real calm with her. We're like, you know, let's just calm down. We can worry about it tomorrow. Let's just have fun for tonight. That didn't work. She was like, I understand what you're getting at, but his chores need to be done. I'm tired of picking up his slack. He needs to do his chores. So we ended up exploring the warehouse on our own, and bad shit happened. So we went back, because you do have the ability to switch out the words that you use. So we went back and we used shit. So we, so the sentence kind of switched to something to the effect of like, we figured out that the best way of dealing with Roxy was being a little shit. And so we kicked her, stunned her, and then me and Rollo ran to the warehouse together. So you are able to get different endings and choices and different things like that, which I think is pretty interesting. But as of right now, Rollo was missing. We already know that 2 adults, including this, I don't know what the fuck he is, but the dude in the green with the bow tie, he's very untrustworthy. And then there's this dude that has a thing for a grandma who's creepy. Well, he was already creepy because of the way he talked about her grandma, but he's also very, very untrustworthy. And so while we were looking for Rollo, we came across this green goop, and it kind of fucks everything up that it touches. Like, this one kid had put a stick in it, and at first it was really pretty. It grew flowers on it, and it was all nice, and then it turned all disgusting and nasty. And so, this dude in the jacket, he's a bully. He was trying to bully me and this other chick, and our character got angry and pushed him, and he fell in the goop. And that's why his face, half of his face is kind of fucked up. So, some strange shit is happening, you know? And so now they're surrounded by these very no good people. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a lot. A lot has happened. Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face chat? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that? Okay, I love.
His grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Yeah, okay, and so the guy in the green, he lied and told us that Rollo was safe and at home. But me and Rollo had found these walkie-talkies, and Rollo had reached out to us and said that he was somewhere underground. Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he's perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm only one person in the whole world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option he had left. Fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Oh. That didn't really hit him, though. Hey, that was uncalled for. More than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the 2 boys.
In
With a
this.
nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end
Damn. So now we have to go back.
escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Okay. So we did fight, shame. What if we changed it there? Let's do this. It is. I love it. The art style is super cute. Okay, the story is about struggle.
This is a story about struggle.
Let's
Luca could
see how
hear a
this
machine
changes.
humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile. He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mat. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished drawing a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered in time today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the gem down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Okay, so that changes things a lot. So we went back and we went to a timeline where we went exploring the warehouse on our own. So originally we didn't have what was the word? Struggle. We didn't have the word struggle. The word change, I believe, kind of led to us dying or something to that nature, because we got taken inside of the warehouse and then it was like the end and I was like, damn. So where we are now, we didn't drag Rello into our bullshit and he's not missing, so that's good. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed, who is a creep and can't be trusted. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now, while the day is still young. Okay. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Okay, we'll take these. Okay, Mrs. Rollo. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring tourists for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolla. I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember where I'm supposed to go. I know one in... I don't know where Miss Fratelli... I don't even remember what she looks like, to be honest. The diner, I think I remember where the diner is. I think the diner is over this way. Oh, Miss Fratelli might be at the coffee place, maybe? No, she's at the diner. Well, isn't it my favorite little jam runner? Hey, Miss Fratelli. Look at you.
Forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? She is, it's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? Got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
They even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
I think it's cute how they do the memories too. There's gonna be an ad in 4 minutes. Wait, so this chick is always just got a baby? Because this had to be a little over 6 years ago. And she has a baby now. I'm ready to help, Mama. Alright, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Okay. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
At the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no, it turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh. The silver lining is without him around, I could have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Interesting. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. It's perfect, thank you. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, I thought she meant in the back. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. Sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Okay. And I think the other guy should be... Maybe not. It's super cute. I don't remember where to find this other guy, to be honest. Oh, here he is. I think that's him.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Eat.
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no bother, no bother.
Leaned forward and
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give to you.
leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, the ones on top. She wrote your name on
Mr.
them.
Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to— Why is he talking as if it's not jam?
Reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
Are they not jam? I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
Leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Okay, so Mr. Tolliver is just as strange as all the other ones. Like, how do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want ice cream or not? No, I'm good. No touching. Find a way to kick the melon. That's funny. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Riverfence Fund.
Interesting. That was unhelpful. I would have to agree. Okay, and then Mr. Nuncreed is... Wait, you know what? Isn't this the heiress over here? Mr. Wilder, I trust you have some time to chat.
Heiress Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like
Oops, I kind of cut that off. Certainly. What seems to be the
Mr.
problem?
Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about the silly festival. Well, yes. That is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future rather than any one family in particular. Humph. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-ons of my family was the only thing the town cared about. Well, things changed, ma'am. And you know, changes are dangerous. If you finish that thought, I'll make the monocle a permanent fixture in your autonomy. That's a bit violent. But okay. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. All of that just to end the conversation anyway. What a bitch. Oh, I wonder if I should try going into town hall. I don't know what I would find if I... Okay, never mind. I cannot go into town hall. That answers that. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time.
Bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgent. I don't like this man, I don't trust this man, and he doesn't deserve any of my grandma's jam. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Creed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Alright. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case...
Snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see your gran. Oh, you creep! Give me the basket back! I don't like him. He needs to go to jail. Immediately. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Okay, so this is Beck. So previously, we ran into Beck when we were trying to look for Rollo, and they ended up helping us, but they got goop in their hair, and it kind of changed their hair. Like, I guess it just made their hair look older, so it was like gray, and that kind of freaked them out, so they ran away. Anyone ever tell you asked too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well... I love the way the characters look. They're all so cute. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just headed off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. And what is your new little friend's name?
Locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is... Ilona? Ilona? Or Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
They're gay. I love it. Beck gave Luca a quick nudge. Oh yeah, Beck, tell me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a sudden development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. But it only means that we both just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for celebration. Is that what's wrong with me? Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on the friend drift. Wait, we were supposed to meet Rollo. Great, see you there. Meet back at the creepy gate. Okay, so let's take a look actually. Okay, so seeing Rollo actually isn't on our to-do list, which is interesting. Who's this? Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival is coming up. Humph, the festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's perennial harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and the new perennial harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. Both of those are garbage. Exactly. You know, fair and valid, I guess. Fair and valid. So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the fowl harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this fowl harvest thing, and you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're gonna have to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think you can handle that.
Long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Hey, it goes nothing. So I'm assuming they work for them.
Dinner with the Moodwills.
Mood
Ilona
wills.
Moodwill was
Ilona,
worried
okay.
about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The thing she
Pizza
cared
sounds
about was
really
still
yummy right
here.
now.
Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma, over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh, that's what happened to his dad. That makes sense. After some of the things that some of the other characters, the more suspicious characters, have said, it makes sense. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like missing?
His eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Look, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we would have put more effort into dinner.
Nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck has mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck. I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work.
Gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Or you were right the first time you were here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her the newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that Wait. Interesting. So, okay. Earlier, during one of the other timelines, when we got the body dumped on us, there was a name tag on it. And it said, I kind of think it said lead scientist deep engineering or something to that effect. So I wonder if it was whoever she's replacing. Stinky boy. What's up? How are you? How are you? Perennial harvest is at the forefront of of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her
Hi,
breath.
hi. How's your day been going? What Nelly means, Luca, is that there are different ways of growing plants. Yes, some people cultivate plants and hope for the best, and some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't.
Slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo
Luca
soon.
glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected.
It's good, I'm at work right now, but I want to pop in and say hi.
Ominous clouds.
Thank you, I appreciate it. How's your work schedule been? I know it's been a bit hectic. Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around
Luca wiped
here.
his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you for all the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home. You're literally the only one I watch play these, and I love it. This one actually isn't a dating sim. It's more of like a mystery adventure thing. It's kind of interesting, actually. So we're kind of playing as both the reader and the main character. The main character is Luca, who's the guy in the red sweater. He's going through it, okay? So his dad died 6 years ago. He's 12 now. And a few months ago, his mother went missing. Our best friend saw some weird, strange things going on in this abandoned warehouse, and we were like, well, it's the first day of summer, let's go check it out. That ended badly. So there are different branches, for, like, how do I explain? Basically, there are turning points. So at each turning point, you have a choice. So you can collect these things called terms, which are over here. Wait, no, that's not it. Are over... How do I go back? Am I stupid? Okay, so like these little things on the side, they're called charms. These are, and the flowers on the tree are the turning points. So these are all, each flower is a place where I had to make a decision and fill in the words to the story, to decide how the story was going to move forward. And each time you're constantly collecting the charms with different words on it. So I can go back, I think, pretty much as I want to change the outcome, from what I gathered anyway. So that's interesting. I don't know if I explained that well at all, but you know, it is what it is.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm
Luca
kicks off?
surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
That moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Look, Nelly will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Oh wow. Roll and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
One of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. The flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47
Luca wiped
days.
his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know.
Looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Why the fuck did she just superhero land on the fucking floor like that? Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest, that hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rella can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? I didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own, though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. Register complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright, that things are gonna change.
Out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa, let me try. Oh, they're bonding. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere?
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
Just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow. I actually feel a little better.
Abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rilla at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with a hard rain's residue. The smell of wet things.
Wait, I kind of want to... Oh, I can't do it right now.
Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Okay. Catch up with Rollo at the treehouse. Gotcha. So, I do want to see... Okay. So, we're pretty much at the same point that we were with the other ending. Because I went back, because I obviously fucked up and got a not so great ending. So this is actually a different branch that I took. And it's kind of about the same way. Hey Don, checking in a lead? You bet. I heard I just seen a rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Eris had to take on a child as her ward. Oh, so, Solomon is her ward. A kid our age who just showed up in town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats. Ah. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How'd you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. I always come by and I check the telephone booth because the telephone booth isn't actually a telephone booth. In one of our bad endings, we found out that it's actually like a... I don't know what the fuck you call it. She's still out here reading. It's fucking dark. I don't know. It like leads to this underground place that's very, very bad. It's no good. But we got pushed and trapped in there at one point, and that was the end of that. He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens, this is no time for fractured friendships. I feel like sometimes the shit she be reading is kind of like weirdly ominous and like foreshadowing. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We're all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. He's also very much an asshole and very much should not be trusted. Struggles to get over the bridge. Rollo, are you still there? I'm sorry, Rollo wasn't accepting any visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard
Wow.
him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times. And it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason. I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, the storm rolled in out of nowhere, and I got stuck after dinner at
Lucas
Beck's.
stumbled on his words,
Ooh.
knowing he'd said too much.
Ooh. Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise, but you took so long the storm knocked it all down. Aww. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Became instinctively angry, and both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word, because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. Oh, okay. You didn't need to say that. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the Luca. Stop quoting your pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my pa is still around. That's mean. Why would you say that?
Words hung in the cold night air. Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Sorry I've been here, but boss pulled up so I had to be located. You're good, you're good. Oh, I just read. I finished my night shift Sunday morning, and now I'm back on days now. Got you. Good night, Rolo. Damn. He hurt our feelings. So much for that. Oh, but we don't have the walkie-talkie, I wonder.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not
It's
even
been
sure
pretty
what he was
chill.
looking for.
Honestly, I just been chilling, you know? The weekend was chill. We went to the park and chilled. I attempted to donate plasma. That didn't work out. That was kind of annoying. Got my finger stuck for no reason. And that shit hurt for the rest of the day too. But then we went to the park and then we chilled there for a bit. And we got these yummy burgers. So that was dope. And then Sunday it was just really chill. Like all I did all I did Sunday was read and play Overwatch. That was literally all I did. And then yeah, we had some wine while we played Overwatch. And that was about it. This morning I didn't do shit, to be quite honest. I didn't do much of anything this morning. It was a baller Sunday, to be honest. It was really nice. Rolo, what a jerk. Call me a bad friend. Oh, I'm Rolo. Look at me and my amazing family. Are we just gonna keep kicking it? Or, okay. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Weep. Aww. Little baby. been going through it. Luca,
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
you slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this open by the door. I've got to run out to take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the fest with them, he can shove it. Okay. I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. Humph. He's gonna be miserable. I think we're gonna be the miserable ones. Are we just gonna kick the ball angry? Like, is that all we're gonna do? Oh, okay.
Closed off again.
I see. That's fair. Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. I wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is just to sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away for a minute again. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Oh, I see.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first
Luca
volume.
carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind, but it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca, another little friend came to see you, a girl named Beck. She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I mean, technically she didn't have to ask if she could come in, because, like, it's her room too, but okay. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in
Poor
a
baby.
vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit.
Uh-oh.
The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour. Make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city.
Dude always has scary-ass dreams, like...
People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves?
Damn.
The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Well, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames.
What the fuck?
In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter. But he...
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. Mm-hmm. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Okay, so we got a new charm. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Gave a reluctant nod.
To buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6. Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rolo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rolo.
There you are. Luca, Rolo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
Sorry. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, it's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now, I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. A space adventure that you needn't buy it. If you brave, go somewhere quiet. The library? That's not the library. The library, somewhere quiet. Hey, Luca.
Eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Riddle me this. Cool. The first. Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
He straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Ahem. On planet Farpool, you may take an issue. With the fifth king, when the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Stared at Luca eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. If you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. You may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf.
Well, not this one. Fifth king dies.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Ah, you found it.
He moved his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pin. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for his purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Kata began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a
He continued
grift.
flipping.
Only found in grub cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in grub cart. Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. Guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of your scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kata. Okay, so I don't actually know where that is. Oh, actually, maybe I lied. Maybe it might be this way. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying. I wanted to see what all the festival fuss is about, but I can't help but notice you still got your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True, true. So what you got going in there? Books? What do you gotta say? I feel like you always got some... nothing this time. Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo
Before
come?
Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck, it's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's
Tongued
just...
at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
Off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain, up the step.
Luca finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
Sorry, this is getting to be a whole thing. Near the fountain, up the step. Fountain, up the step would be over here. What the fuck? Am I not supposed to go up here? Oh, I was just being stupid. There you are, Luca. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. but Rolla owes me one.
Waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings, your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. What takes flight but has no wings, your final task a friendship brings. Good luck, Luca. The fuck? I don't know. Takes flight but has no wings. Oh, the balloon. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then, I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Aww. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Look, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rollo, still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Aww. They're just some little guys. Rollo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about what all the stuff those clipboards write down? But if we get caught, I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait 1 more day. You know, I have been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Aww, he got us balloons. That's so cute. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they are impressing us with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart, the weather's still cruddy, and the season's harvest looks like it's going to be the worst than last year. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is going to change any of that. Exactly. But the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fits. I'm still going to be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while sipping some delicious lemonade as well. You know what? That's kind of valid. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech and the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. Ooh, I do know that there's 2 guys that fucked with the sign. We kind of overheard them talking about it in a different timeline. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an exuviae. And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. That's actually super concerning. It's like everything that buses or scooters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. Oh, I almost forgot. I went into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
I already don't like this letter.
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
I don't like the vibes that this letter is giving.
None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much.
I don't like it.
I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried everything I've done. I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
What the fuck kind of letter? What is she getting ready to do?
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
I'm worried. What's up with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. You know, you really didn't have to go through all that trouble just to apologize. I know. We'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
Aww, them's just two little cuties. The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
This was untrue. A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Oh. Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks.
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What the fuck? The big chill.
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason.
What the fuck? There's gonna be an ad in 4 minutes.
And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end.
What the fuck?
No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Okay. So if we go here and we do break instead. Okay, Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. Or thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. I like how they ran ahead of me. Like
by the gate.
They know where to go. So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place. It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners, even smells shady.
Grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. Oh. Hey. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Eris Valentine. Who's she talking to? Shh. Uh-oh, it's a hazmat suit. Expect you to return that suit in working order, of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. That means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
His voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on Rubker's face. Yes. And the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow. I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
Figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
It's our grandmother! What the fuck?
A chill ran down Luca's spine, his vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
A curt nod and disappeared into the
That's crazy. Wait, I'm
Chapter 5.
so very confused.
What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
Hey, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why are you so scared of the old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure that's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Either way. Oh. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course we're not worried.
Ward finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. We'll maybe try minding your P's and
Mr.
Q's.
Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
Welcome back from Agile. There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
Looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility.
Damn, what the fuck?
Then broke into laughter as they walked away.
I just wanted to avoid him as much as possible. Talking to him usually ends bad. The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure in... I didn't read that last part, I'm so sorry. The figure... something. Are you prepared to live with the truth? I didn't mean to click it that fast. This way. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy, he's funny even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fowl harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this fowl harvest thingy is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or air, or soil. Nobody knows. but all the crops died, and everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest, yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year the crops came back, but something was different. Plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. I don't remember seeing that boat before. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. Well, I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. It's so cute. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always lavish. Okay, so we have lavish, flight, hard, accept, weep, pungent, indulgent. Oh, but these don't say which ones we've used already. At a certain point, you stop being, well, not really being able to use them, but they've kind of like get used up, so to speak. Maybe, I don't know. The way it was explained was a little confusing for me. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I see. I missed the fuck out of that, but okay. I don't know how to hit a moving target. Where'd you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who traded us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust this new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Becca and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
A low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine? Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so, we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your gran, and she tried to murder you. Dude, what's good with you? First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your gran before? Not really, no. It'd been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are we sure your gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying, it sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family, but you're right. Luca, your gran is hiding something, and Paul always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you too tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in.
Chapter 6.
Interesting.
Secret lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows.
That's valid.
Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
What time is it? Rilla, what on earth is that? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. Gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep. Whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Okay, well, obviously it has to be the closet. Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything not dusty isn't what we're looking for. And maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. The fire is literally always going. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Try it. May already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay? I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere your gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. The closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first? No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm gonna take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Hey, Snugbug! How are you? How are you? How have you been? How's your day? Oh, now you wanna come in, bitch. Hey baby, how are you? What the fuck? That's so weird. Your notifications hate me, apparently. Thank you for redeeming your shard. I was like, damn, she hates the fuck out of me. Hates my guts. It's been going good. I've had a very, very chill day. So for
now from the top, make it drop. That's somewhere. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's somewhere. I'm talking wop wop wop.
I need to find an image to go with that. But for those who just joined, this is Beacon Pines. This is kind of like a cute little murder mystery. Well, actually, to be fair, murder has not completely been confirmed. It has been implied, but it's super fucking cute, but ominous as fuck. No, you're good. You're good. So basically, the main character is Luca, who is the one in the red sweater. And Luca has been going through it. Luca's dad died 6 years ago. Luca's currently 12. A few months ago, Luca's mom went missing. Nobody knows where she is. She just kind of vanished. And so it is currently summer. Our friend Rollo, who is the dashing young feller in the green overalls, he was like, you know what? We should start our first day of summer with a bang. He found, he was looking around at this old warehouse that is said to be abandoned, but he said that it was glowing. And so we were like, okay, let's go check that out. Things ended badly. Okay. So within this game, we're both playing as the reader of the story, which is where this is taking place. It's taking place inside of a story. And the main character, who is Luca. So as the reader, we have the ability to kind of change the timelines of things. So when we get to certain turning points, that's like our big decision where we have to choose exactly how the story is going to go. So in order to do that, we have charms. And each charm has a word on it. Lavish, flight, hard, indulgent, break, refuse, struggle, etc. So with these words, we get to fill in the blanks of the story. And we can go back. If we get a bad ending, we can go back and replace the words, basically. So for example, there was a point in time where we were trying to go investigate and we got caught by Rollo's sister. So at first I chose the word chill. So the sentence was something to the fact of Luca had learned that it was best to deal with Roxy if you were just a little chill. And so we tried to calm her down. We were like, hey, it's the first day of summer and we just want to have fun and hang out and da-da-da-da. Roxy wasn't really having that. So I ended up having to explore the warehouse alone, and things ended badly for me. Yeah, kind of like Mad Libs. So the second time around, I switched it out with the words shit. So it was like, Luca learned that it was easier to deal with Roxy when you were being a little shit. So he ran up to Roxy and kicked her, stunned her, and then we ran together and made it to the warehouse. So that's pretty much how the entirety of the story will go. Every time we get to a turning point, we get to fill in the story with a word. And depending on what that word is going to affect how the story evolves. So, which is a very interesting thing. And let's see if we go here. So this is the tree. Each flower is a turning point. So, and I think the way it was explained that the charms that have like a check mark is like they're kind of done. Like, I don't think they are given to you as an option anymore. But the ones that have question marks are just like blank slates, like how flight is. You can still kind of mess around with. So on this current kind of like timeline that we're on, okay, well, there was a timeline that we had where we had a dead body dumped on us, which that's kind of scary. But this timeline, we went to the warehouse by ourselves and we got caught, but we were able to break free. And so we just got finished telling, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And mind you, like, he's still, they're 12. He's still 12. He's going through all this shit. Like, it's a lot for a kid. So the person who took us, tried to take us, was in a hazmat suit. So we just met Beck. Beck is I don't know what the fuck that is. Is it a cat? Beck is the one that's next to Luca. I just realized I'm covering Luca's face. Whatever. So we just met her. She just moved to town. We became pretty good friends right off the bat. So we went to her house for dinner, and on our way back, because we wanted her to meet Rollo, we saw the one of the daughters of like the founders of the town, and she was talking to someone in a hazmat suit, and like it sounded pretty ominous and villainous, you know. Hazmat suit takes off their mask, and under it is his grandma, so he's a little freaked out. So he knows that it's not the same person that tried to grab him, because he broke their mask, and the grandma's mask is completely fine. However, it's very obvious that the grandma is in fact hiding something. So Beck and Rollo came over to investigate with me. And so there is a room in the house that she doesn't allow me to go in, but it's locked. So we're trying to figure out where she would keep the key. She is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
Realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Oh, not to mention the timeline that we just had before you dropped in. So, Rollo was very upset with us because we were supposed to meet him at the treehouse. And like the other previous timelines, we went to dinner with Beck to help Beck out, but the storm started, and so because it was going to storm, my brain naturally chose the word rumble, so it started pouring rain, so we ended up not being able to go anywhere. So we stayed at Beck's house until the rain, chilled the fuck out, and me and Beck had a, bonding moment, and it was really nice. So, then it had gotten late, so we were just like, hey, it's late, I still have to go see Rollo, I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. So we go to the treehouse, and Rollo was very much upset with us. He has an attitude, he's upset, words were said, mean words were said. We're like, all right, fuck you. We go home, we spend the entire day in bed, the entire next day in bed. But our granny does tell us to make up with Rollo, and she made some valid points, so we agree with her. And Rollo has the same idea. So Rollo plans this whole like riddle, like scavenger hunt thing for us. So we're answering riddles and finding clues, and he buys us a corn dog and balloons and all this cute little stuff just to apologize to us. And so we make up and we hug, we're like, we love each other, we deserve each other. We go to the treehouse. Everything's great, it's peaceful, it's wonderful. It seems like the world has realigned, and it has in fact not realigned. The worst thing possible happens. There's this giant fucking rumble, and at first Rollo's like, oh man, did we miss the fireworks? It's still kind of early for fireworks, but like, okay, maybe. There's like a pause, more rumbling ensues, and the entire world just freezes over. So we're just frozen for eternity right after we just made up. Bizarre, by the way. So that was very much not the greatest ending to have. So yeah, kind of crazy. But there's already, because we've gone through a few timelines, there's already like people that we kind of know not to trust. So it's kind of interesting to like go through, because like Lucas himself isn't aware just yet, but like you as the reader are aware, which is always kind of an interesting situation. Yes, you called upon my expert detective skills, and now I shall proceed with...
Finish. Lucas scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick, and every lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
As Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click.
Ain't no way.
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
She actually found a secret door. It's kind of crazy. I will actually be right back. 1 second. Okay, I am back. We're at the 3 hour mark, which is like typically my stopping point. Which isn't necessarily set in stone because I've unironically done an entire 9 hour stream just because. But I have been trying to keep them at 3. So I think when we get to the next chapter, I'm gonna try and save, which I don't know what saving really looks like on here, to be quite honest. So that'll be interesting. So we'll see. I don't know if it auto saves or no. Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people have secret layers: evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution explosive. And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your gran making? Oh, that makes so much sense. Because there was a timeline where she had me deliver jam. And one bro was like really weird about it. He was like, oh, jam? Thank you for the jam. Like putting a lot of emphasis on jam. Incendiary. She wouldn't have had me walk down around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find out.
Casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam. He
Huckleberries.
smacked his lips.
And brown sugar. And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
Addressed to Miss Fratelli. A gram jam gram? It says, last night I used the disguise Harris provided to scout the location. Oh, I see. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So, more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. Okay, so Project Sparkplug did get mentioned at one point during another timeline. However, we didn't really have any information on it, and shit went really bad for us shortly after that, and we got the end. So
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long
who the
moment,
fuck Walter?
he just stared at it.
Oh, is that his dad? I wonder if that's his dad. What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
He nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Oh, and it also, okay, so in the previous timeline, when we got the body dumped on top of us, it had a name tag that said, I want to say lead scientist, something engineer, deep engineer, or something like that, which also is the title that one of Beck's moms currently has. So I don't know if that happened to be Beck's mom, or if it was who Beck's mom was replacing since they just moved here. Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as these are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of a prominent scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
At a page and mimed holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terence Wildby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wildby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Willow looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait.
Willow's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Welby claims that the tap water at his home had been contaminated, perhaps environmental. Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exasperated by the loss, enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say
Pulls out
next?
the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Look, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean enough is enough? How do you take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit.
Slammed the drawer shut. A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your grand a serial killer? So I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all just inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. Yeah, because Mr. Kerr's a piece of shit. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
I want a ghosty too. Hell yeah. Oh wait, I meant to check. I'm giving it 94% cosmic. I love that for me. "71% beta. Go ahead. I love it. I'm 14% beta. That's funny. What about Gremlin? Gremlin scan complete. Its lunar bliss is a chaotic gremlin. And you know what? That fucking checks out. What other one do I have? Brain cells. Has 31 brain cells remaining. You know, that also checks out. 70% alpha. Okay, mommy. Damn. Did you really? Oh yeah, I think I remember. I don't remember what percentage it was. That's funny. Let's see what Knox has to say. 75 brain cells. You know, you got more than me. Knox judges me in complete silence. Verdict approved. Hell yeah. Checks out since I'm Aaliyah. That's funny. Damn, I wasn't. Didn't he say something like that last time to you? Why does Nox have beef with you? What'd you do to Nox? No comment. 52 brain cells. Damn, everybody has more brain cells than me. I'm just a girl. Is that it? I think that was it. That's all the fun ones anyway. I want more. I like them. He hates me for real, for real. Oh, I had the gay one. I forgot. You're 41% gay. I'm 60% gay. That's fair, I guess, you know? I want to come up with more. I think they're fun. That number needs to be higher. I mean, fair, valid. What the fuck? It didn't do what it was supposed to. That's lame. What about this one? Damn, only 40%. That's crazy. Where has the love gone? Damn, you only had 3% more than her. That's crazy. Just say y'all hate me. I've done nothing to deserve this. Absolutely nothing. They crowded around a worn down old map of Beacon Pines. Cool. This looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town, and if we follow it,
Carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right
Jabbed
to
down at the end point.
Town Square? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Well, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on the map has the same symbol as the explosive over there. So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Hello, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. Oh. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door, which means someone just shut the door, which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark.
I mean, she's gonna notice that the hutch is opened.
Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence. A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs. The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo. I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm just here to help. Just...
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh. I'm pretty sure that's Mr. Tolliver.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway.
You idiot.
He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop.
With all
You
his
idiot.
weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone
From
there?
the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me, but there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground, pressing his fingers to the man's neck. He sighed with relief.
Sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's not that
As
cold.
Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver.
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Okay, wait. I wish to stop it here. How does one do that? Saved. Oh, okay. So I guess